Welcome, everybody. This is Derell with the Conscious Clientele. Again, Simon Caston from Derell Life Solutions. I also am operating on Twitch and also on Derell the Rebirth. Appreciate each and every one of you all for coming in bright and early on this. It's 11 a.m. this Saturday morning. I'm basically chilling right now. Up early, man. I went to bed late. Y'all Negroes had me up for a 5-hour live stream. And I try my best to shorten these goddamn live streams, but man, it seemed like everybody started coming on, and I give people the opportunity to express their ignorant opinions from the other side. And so I allow them to do so to make an ass of themselves. You know, last night you had Kenny G coming up there, you had James G and others, coming up there saying all kinds of crazy stuff. And James G is actually lucky. He's actually lucky that I'm even entertaining him. But I did. And, I had them up there, which actually made the show last a lot longer than what I wanted to. I was only trying to be on for about maybe 2 to 3 hours at the most. End up being 5 hours and 5 minutes. But that's okay. I'm not really tripping about it. It made for a great show. I knew it was going to be a classic show. It turned out not to it basically didn't disappoint me. Definitely another classic show. We were focusing on stuff about Kevin Samuel mocking Umar and stuff like that. It's all good. There's so many people that have been making a living off of mocking Umar, saying different things about him, and I can admit, Umar has done some suspect things at times. So that's gonna happen when you're in the forefront. You're gonna have people doing things and saying stuff. That's just what it is. It is what it is. What's up, Tiff? How you doing, Queen? What's going on? So I'm gonna talk to you all for an hour because I have a 12 o'clock appointment, and I'm actually stopping to get some breakfast, and I'm heading to the office where people are basically sending misleading information that I work for a white woman and she made me be quiet. The office that I've been renting for 7 years, that I do private practice, that's mainly dedicated to helping people in our community. You know, that office. You know, first people want to criticize the fact that I have a business, and then when people interact with me, whether it's in a negative or positive way while I'm working, then you want to criticize how I operate the business. And that's why yesterday when Tiff was on the panel and everybody else, I stated, once the school opens, once the FDMG Academy opens, this will not be the end. It's actually going to get worse. It's going to get worse. What's up, K Coaching? You know, I'm responding to Gerald because it's some things I gotta say because he's obsessed with me. He's very obsessed. So it's going to get worse. And to be honest with you, these guys, they don't like these people on the other side. They don't like black people. That actually rejects and degenerates of the community. And they don't want the community to improve. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it that these people are not for the black community. They may look like us and sound like us, but these people are not for the black community. These people are for hurting any black man who attempts to do something positive for the community. That's what they're for. come to that realization. And they're not willing to change. And they're not willing to be logical. And it's a shame. It's a shame that you have people who are jealous of other people, and instead of improving their situation, they want to bring you down as low as they are. So today I was actually got up this morning, after I did the live stream, I went to bed, woke up, I'm saying to myself, let me see who's talking BS on YouTube right now. Sure enough, I see Gerald Palmer, creating another whack live stream. And you have the usual suspects in there that are interacting with him. And he's basically talking about the fact that him and JLM have issues, which I didn't even know. I didn't know that he went on a panel and JLM and Gerald got in an argument. Didn't know that. And so JLM said, well, I apologize for calling you a scam artist, a fraud, a child molester, and so on. And I'm like, whoa. I didn't know you did say all of that. So I was in the chat pretty much just trolling. And listen to him go on and on about, I'm going to stay to myself. I'm not going to be getting on other panels. Then he tried to go in on Be Accountable for the fact that Be Accountable offered him an interview with preconditions. And he had issues with that. And I'm like, wait a minute, Gerald. You should be comfortable that Be Accountable doesn't want to talk about your suspect sexuality. You should actually be ecstatic that he doesn't want to expose what you really like. You should have been glad that someone wanted to interview you without talking about your controversial sexuality views and how you interpret that in the Bible. But, that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough for Gerald. Gerald was like, no, I'm not going to go on your panel, on your panel and do an interview. And last but not least, because I was in the chat, of course, Gerald went in on, showed the little videos about me. Which, by the way, there are more to come. Gerald will be creating more little videos about me. And I'm like, wow. This man is obsessed. This guy is obviously obsessed with me. And then again, and everybody, Gerald wants me so bad that he think that I would leave my wife He wants me to be single because he think he has a chance. Gerald, I don't roll that way, Gerald. I'm not into that. The things you're into. I'm sorry, Gerald. You've been obsessed with me. You're obsessed with Umar. Look, man. Whatever sick fantasies you have, hey, I can't stop you from having that. Knock yourself out. But if you think any of those fantasies are going to come to real life, you losing your goddamn mind. I mean, Gerald has got someone creating videos for him. You wouldn't say who that person was, but he claimed he has a quote unquote team. And so now, one of the members of the team is focused on doing videos about me. You know, taking my facial pictures, taking my pictures, headshots, and putting them on other characters. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow, Gerald. Really? The same man that loves coloring books, Lego toys, playing with baby dolls, has doll houses and shit like that, and you like 50 years old, like a little kid. I'm like, come on, Gerald. Too old for this shit. And he won't stop talking about me. And another thing, guys, before I even entered the chat room, there were several of his viewers that were mentioning my name. I'm like, wow, these people really love talking about me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, come on. These people love bringing my name up. They love saying my name. They love putting me in their videos. I'm like, wow. This is crazy. I'm like, when are y'all going to get it? You know, you all are looking very weak and desperate right now. You're struggling for content. You have a non-black person that is leading you, and you look crazy. And Gerald also mentioned that he's not part of the anti-fraud warrior team, which is lying. Gerald has been part of the anti-fraud warriors for at least 3 to 4 years. I actually want to say about 5 years. He's not going anywhere. He don't have anything else in life to do. Anti-fraud warrior is all he has. What's up, LB? What's up, A. Archibald? What's up, Conundrum, K Coaching? And my sis, Tiff. Appreciate y'all for coming in. I'm just doing a quick live stream for about an hour before I go to my I have a session. I got a little workout I take care of today. By the way, guys, it looks nice in Houston. It's a cool 50 degrees. I see everybody out in the city, out and about, doing things. People are enjoying life after freezing over for a few days. Houston is back at looking like Houston again. So Gerald went on and on about me and be accountable. He went on and on about, how these people on this other side, they're so crazy for thinking this school is going to open. I mean, that is all the content he has. That's his content. I'm like, guys, what other content can you talk about? On our side, you can catch content creators speaking of a lot of different issues. For myself, you'll see me talking about relationships, mental health, political stuff, current issues, economic stuff, Pan-Africanism. TC, you're gonna find them talking about some of the same things, and plus political stuff, particularly on the Republican side. Poetic Flocka talking about different things also. You talk about Kevin Samuel type stuff, relationships, you know, everybody has a variety of topics that they talk about. Besides FDMG. And yes, we talk about music too. But you look at those Negroes, they're just a one-trick pony. They're just a one-trick pony. And it's all they have. The minute Lennon Honor stopped talking about Umar Johnson, his platform will be trash. All of those viewers, everybody, they'll be gone. Nobody will support him. He won't get any of that money that he's enjoying. None of it. And he'll be lost. And that's the facts. Gerald Palmer has a struggling channel. He went live this morning. He had barely 10 people in the chat. For a person that's been on YouTube as long as him. And I'm sitting here like, you're speaking to the same 10 people that you were speaking to 2 or 3 years ago. Nothing changed. The same people. I recognize some of the same lanes that I had to deal with, and they used to troll my account over 2 years ago. Nobody's new. It's the same chumps. And there's no doubt in my mind that this man is obsessed with me, man. It's actually kind of scary to have another man so keyed in on the works and the actions of another man. I mean, I don't like being stalked. But that's what he's doing. I mean, really, when you really look at Gerald is really irrelevant. I mean, let's just be honest, guys. Gerald is really irrelevant to the situation as far as the opposition. There are far bigger fish to fry than dealing with Gerald whack ass. I mean, let's just be honest. Matter of fact, Gerald lucky I'm even giving him the attention that he's getting right now. Because really, Gerald, no matter how many videos you make about me, people really don't care, man. For the most part, nobody cares. No, nobody really cares. And that's what you don't understand. You actually think you're hurting me, but you're really not hurting me. You actually hurting yourself. You're supposed to be a pastor who has a higher moral ground than anybody in this space. And what I found is that you're actually the person that's the most immoral of them all. And the sick thing about you, Gerald, you attempt to intellectualize things when it comes to certain sexualities, and then you try to misinterpret the Bible and teach blasphemous statements that are not consistent with what the Bible really says. That is sick. To me, I feel it's a damn shame that a man would go through such lengths to convince people something is good that he claims he doesn't engage in. I find that problematic to believe. Why would somebody go through such lengths to convince something, to convince people that a certain behavior is good, but you don't practice it? Explain that, Gerald. Please explain that. But he won't, because he's ashamed of himself. I also want to talk about the fact that you have these people who think they keep saying this stuff, trying to bring my wife's name up and everything. And then he constantly repeating, I saw your wife, Derell. I saw your wife, Gerald. I saw your wife. I've been knowing how your wife looked. I had the decency not to show her. I've known how your wife looked for almost 2 years, Gerald. I ain't say one word about it, because really, we shouldn't even be bringing wives into it. If they're not content creators, there's no reason to put bringing their name up. But I do know this for a fact. You and Lennon Honor have known each other far longer than what you want to admit. You and Lennon Honor have known each other for a great deal of time. And that in itself, to me, is suspect. I don't know if y'all were rolling in the same circles, going bar hopping, to do things and so forth. But I have evidence that I have yet to show that proves that y'all have known each other for a long time. Y'all were at certain events. It actually shows Lennon enjoying himself and you lurking in the corner just staring at him like he a piece of meat. What's up, Keeping It Plain? What's up, Seth Marie? What's up, Mac Benak? I'm like, Gerald, come on, man. Stop it, Gerald. Stop it, Gerald. I mean, Gerald, I'm trying not to expose your real nature, although everybody really knows what that is. But I mean, I'm trying to give you some benefit of the doubt. Try to give you some self-respect. Your wife don't even want to lay down with you anymore. You know, you didn't fucked up her practice. She's not getting the referrals, guys. His wife is not getting the referrals that she used to get. Hey, Miss Mellow H, there are people now calling. I know for a fact there are people now calling his wife, questioning the reviews. And it's already hard enough, Gerald. You fucking up your wife private practice, and you know it's COVID, and she's not getting those in-office visits like she used to. Everybody's doing online therapy for the most part. And she's the breadwinner. She pays most of the bills. And you want to be online putting her practice at risk, not necessarily at risk of closing down, but business-wise, with your shenanigans. If I would have allowed you out, the only reason why I haven't allowed you out to read the letter that Gerald sent me, because it is private, and me and Gerald have communicated, and I'm gonna give him not because I'm respecting him, but I'm not showing it because I want to respect his wife. I want to give her the respect that she deserves, and I know that me exposing the fact that Aida and Mrs. Palmer are not happy with their significant other, particularly for Aida. She may she may kick Lennon ass out because she can have the Section 8 without Lennon. Let's be honest. Yeah, Aida doesn't need Lennon on her. Aida put his ass on child support and make his ass have to really work. She got the government benefits and the Medicare, the Medicaid, food stamps, TANF, Section 8. She good. What do Aida really need Lennon for? Matter of fact, guys, that's gonna be my next show. Does Aida really need Lennon honor? She don't really need his ass. Chat, let me know. What do you besides him giving us some dick? What else can Lennon do for Aida? I mean, if you all can bring up something, please let me know. If you all got some bright ideas, let me know what she can do for him. I mean, what he can do for her. It's a shame. And Gerald should be lucky he has a wife. And now they want to come here lying. Going on Facebook trying to look up my wife's first and last name. By the way, guys, that was all in the email between me and Gerald Palmer. This Negro tried to put my wife's name in the email saying your wife is this and that. She left in 2000. I'm like, wait a minute. Why would another man, Miss Palmer? I want to ask you, why is your husband worried about my wife? No, Seth Marie, that was true. That is actually the truth. That student actually reached out to Shakim Ra. Shakim Ra did not reach out to the student. The student reached out to Shakim Ra about the thing that happened. How Gerald exploited that 19-year-old kid. He used his position of authority to lure a young man into his deviant activities. That's what Gerald did. But let me get back to the fact that Miss Palmer would not be happy that another grown ass man is looking at the wife of another man. I mean, I don't get it. Like, Miss Palmer wouldn't be happy with that, Gerald. You lusting behind my wife on Facebook. And then you got Anti-Afro posting fake ass pictures of her of somebody that's not even my wife. My wife has no pictures. Even the people in the background, I don't know who the hell they got that shit from. They're just saying, "Oh, this Derell wife." This is how desperate these people are. And guys, we need to keep flagging anti-fraud warrior videos. And every video where they try to put my real name, we need to flag all them damn videos. Flag them. She thought she had 1,200 videos taken down. We're going to take 500 more. Flag every last one of them videos. And we need to flag Gerald ass too. Exactly. You're right. Right. Because you have to be a student to do student reviews on a professor. Those reviews go all the way back to 2014. Exactly. Dr. Bombay, I need a condensed version of this live for personal use. Cool. I mean, this live is a short live. It's only going to be about an hour because I'm in about 20 minutes. I'll be I'm actually sitting outside out the building right now. I should go into inside, but I have an appointment in about 30 minutes. But I'm sitting here and this man getting up 8:00 in the morning. Then I'm like, wow, this man wake up thinking about me in the morning. Like, this shit is unnatural. That a grown ass man go to bed sleeping about me and wake up sleeping about me and creating lives about me. Live streams. This shit can't be natural. Then you had a man like James G last night. He got supposedly a whole wife in the bed. Instead of tending to his wife, he want to be up arguing with me. Welcome back, Tiff. I don't get it. You mean to tell me you in the bed with your wife, 2:00 in the morning, she trying to go to sleep, but you want to be up arguing with grown men about another man? Come on, James G. I'm like, really? There's no Rev G lawsuit. That Negro didn't file a lawsuit yet. He won't even give us the receipts on the money. Where's the receipts, Gerald? No paperwork. That's right. There's no lawsuit because he does not intend to file because he kept the money for himself. Rev G had no he never had any plans to use that money for what he claimed it was supposed to be used for. Gerald's intent was to scam the people out of money and use the money for himself. And then lie to the people and tell them, oh, I used the money for miscellaneous activities, albeit online websites for same-sex interaction. Of all the people, man, everybody think it's Lennon that's really the worst, man. It's really Gerald Palmer. Because Gerald Palmer is the one who is supposed to be taking the moral high ground. And he's shown to be the lowest of the low. Excuse me. He is shown to be the lowest of the low. He has shown to be a man of no substance, no values, but you want to preach. He didn't tell the whole story of what happened and why he got kicked out of that church. He gave a summarized version that left out key components. Gerald should be ashamed to even show his face, period. It's a shame. It's a shame I had to wake up in the morning and I got to see this shit with him. Said Marie says, they are some weirdos. No other way to explain it, D. Derell. Like anti-Afro doing Dr. Johnson videos for 4 years almost every day. Yes, Red Pill, he is passive aggressive, very. And they have no integrity. No integrity. They'll go through the depths of hell to find dirt on somebody. And there's no limit. And I'm like, we need to continue to flag his channel. Flag Gerald Palmer channel. Flag anti-Afro Spengali channel. Flag it. That is what needs to happen. And I'm like, it's like every day is a different thing with Gerald. Every day is a different thing. Gerald doing videos on me, anti-Afro doing videos. JLM, the smoke fraud, man, he can't keep my name out of his mouth. Then you got all of these other people popping up. Then I saw a guy called Pillsbury Police or Police something Pills. And matter of fact, I saw his video this morning where he talked about me, Poetic Flacco, Shakam Ra. All these new people just popping up, just talking shit. I mean, it's to the point people just think it's in vogue just to talk about us. I'm like, guys, can y'all get a life? This guy, Pillsbury Police, dropping videos about me. What's up, Kai? Kai said no Vaseline needed with James. James like that. Yeah, these are a bunch of weirdos, man. It is a bunch of weirdos. And so, yeah, I'm doing a live stream right now, and I'm gonna do maybe another live stream later today. Well, no. I take that back. I have my son wants me to take him to a high school basketball game in the playoffs at 4:00. So um, I'm gonna be doing that for like 2 hours, and when I get back home, I may do a live later on tonight. I'm not sure yet, depending on how I feel, because I got to go and drive like 40 miles, 40 minutes to this basketball game. So, and depending on how that go, I'll decide whether or not I want to do another live stream. But tomorrow, I'm definitely going to do live streams all throughout Sunday. So today may be a bit lax. Um, I'm doing a live stream now. I may do a live stream on Derell Life Solutions where I want to talk about some type of mental health topic, away from the fuckery. Red Pill says a Good Guys radio show again tonight at 9 p.m. Definitely looking forward to that. Got a special Saturday edition. We playing the remix tape again. Cool. Definitely showcase it. But I'm like, wow, man. This man gets up early in the morning to do YouTube videos at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Loving to say my name. Oh, Black Abe, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I had a couple days of not having power throughout the whole day. Wednesday and Thursday, we had power half a day. Other than that, things are good. I mean, I'm fine. The weather is actually good today, 50 degrees. It should get up to in the 60s, I think. Um, I'm swell, man. I'm blessed. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. And guys, like doing the videos was good for me, just taking my mind off everything that was going on. Couldn't really do anything. So hell, just going on YouTube, doing live streams. Hey, it basically was a good way of me you know, taking my mind away from everything that's been going on. All the drama, all the heartaches. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It wasn't easy dealing with all of that. Making sure you have making sure you got all the equipment and things that supplies that you need. Keeping it plain, say I hear you're a gangster now. Nah, man, I'm not gangster. I just gotta go at dudes and make my little put out a little track. Let them know I'm not soft. These guys underestimate me. But nah, I'm not gangster. I'm not trying to be a gangster. Nah, that's not me. But if they get out of whack, I can definitely put them in their place. You're right about that, Archibald. The YouTube streets are anxious to see your fake receipts. Whoever got receipts, the anti-fraud warriors, that's all they put out is fake receipts. They don't tell the truth about anything, man. Everything that they say is predicated on lies. And you really don't have to lie. Just tell the truth. Yeah, you're right, man. I was cursing people out, man. People were getting out of line, keeping it plain. People thought that they can just come and talk to me any kind of way. Let me get time Archibald out. He's getting a little bit out of hand. You need to calm down a little bit. Yeah, I had to time him out. He was getting a little out of hand there. But I'm just saying, man, it's like almost every day this week, guys, I have seen these new unknown ass YouTubers, and they all want to be an anti-fraud warrior so bad. It's like this guy, Pillsbury Doughboy, policeman, saying that he's an anti-fraud warrior. I'm like, wow, you're right, Cosmo. This week has been full of full of a lot of drama. Like it's been a lot, you know. This week has been crazy. So, guys, I'm at the office. I'm chilling. I'm at the office that they claim I'm not operating. Somebody else is operating my practice. You know, I'm basically here working for somebody. You know, this has been an office that I've rented for over 7 years. Um, I'm probably, to be honest with you guys, this may be my last year at this office. Um, Depending on how some things go, um, I'm probably going to discontinue having this office in 2022. I think that it's time for me to move forward, and so on. I've been here. I actually really would like to reduce the amount of offices. I'm already getting ready doing that now. I am no longer operating my Dallas office um, due to COVID, and I don't think that I'm going to return. Um, and I really would like to, kind of reduce my exposure. Being and so forth. And so come in here and and say these things, man. You come in here and say some things. You just come in and just say stuff about people, and they just refuse to say the truth. They come in and say the truth. You know, I'm okay with the truth. I'm okay with just telling the truth about them. But why you gotta lie about me? You don't have to lie about me. Just say the truth. That's the problem. They have to lie about me. But I don't have to lie about them. All I have to do is tell the truth about Gerald. That's it. All I can do is tell the truth. What's all I have to do is just tell the truth. You know, I, I've never had to lie about anybody, send misleading information. I've never had to do that. All I did was just say the truth. But I find for them, they have to lie about me. They have to lie about Umar. They have to lie about TC. They had to lie about C-Rock. They just gotta lie, man. I'm like, damn. I just want you to tell the truth. When are you all just gonna tell the truth? And they just can't do it. These guys refuse to tell the truth. They just want to lie. And I'm like, okay, man. I'm just not willing to lie. I'm not willing to do that. Maybe some other people are willing to lie, but I'm not willing. I feel that there's enough information to go by of the truth that shows everybody, illustrates who these people really are. That's it. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Even Gerald, the so-called pastor, can't tell the truth. Yeah, be accountable. Was shut up to be accountable, man. He talked about you talked about the fact it's saying you're trying to be like Jason Black and all this other crazy shit. I'm like, brother, listen, be accountable. Challenge you to a debate. Actually, to me, he gave you a once a actual um advantage by not talking about your sexuality or agreeing not to talk about it, because that actually is at your advantage not to talk about that issue. And then you want to complain and refuse. I'm like, I don't see the problem, Gerald. That was actually an advantage for you. Because if you come on my platform, I'm bringing it up. Just like the last time you came up, you know, I talked about the fact that you're very suspect in your sexual tendencies. They're not indicative of what most men would do and say. For a man to be upset that another man says that he likes body parts on a female, and you find that offensive, and you did a whole video continuing to be upset that I talk about how I love the body parts on a black woman. I don't get that, Gerald. As a grown ass man, that shouldn't be a problem. Unless Gerald, you like other things too. Unless those things don't turn you on, you actually like something else. That must be the issue. You find it repulsive for a straight man, a heterosexual man, to take pride in what he likes. But if I was something else, you would applaud it and wouldn't have any problems with it. You would applaud it. And that's the hypocrisy in a nutshell of Gerald Palmer. That's basically the hypocrisy of Gerald Palmer. That's why I can't get down with him. And he always tries to take the moral high ground. And he's so passive aggressive and catty. Ah, man, it's crazy. So, guys, I'm getting ready to go ahead and wrap this baby up. I got a client coming in 5 minutes. Um, just wanted to have this discussion with you all about Gerald and his wicked ways. And it's just funny, man, how this guy operates and how he um moves around. And he just loves saying my name. And I'm like, Gerald, I'm not interested. Have you not shamed your wife enough? Have you not shamed your wife enough that you spend your time trying to dox the wife of another man? Well, you're not ashamed of yourself, Gerald? And he's not. Unfortunately, he's not ashamed, guys. Gerald is not ashamed of himself. Gerald actually is proud of himself. To believe it or not, he's actually proud of himself. He actually thinks he's doing the work of God. He actually thinks that. Believe it or not, that's what he thinks. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will be going live again on my other channel, probably about an hour and a half from now. Once I finish up what I'm doing with my client, that they're going to be here in a second. And then, other than that, guys, man, I just wanted to have a little early. I usually don't do early live streams like this for the most part. I'll be damn. I gotta go back downstream. Okay. Oh wow. Red Pill Network said, Derell, go find my interview where Rev G were admitting that to worshiping Satan. What the hell? Damn, I gotta see that. I definitely have to see that. Damn, that's crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go check that out, and then I'm definitely gonna have to talk about that in another live. But you all have a great afternoon. Peace.